Hey guys, this is Shubhamdeep. Today I will explain the following terms, which is initialization of array using function, passing array elements to a function, passing reverse elements to a function, and copying the array using function. Okay, that's the main elements of the array. Okay, so I have told you the lot of information about the function and the array. So I think you have the idea about function and array, and because today I will use both simultaneously. Okay, so let's start. So here you can see that I have a simple program. In this program I have a function which is val, and you can see that I'm using the function instead of array elements. Okay, so I will tell you what are doing these functions here. Okay, so whenever you can see that I have in under the main function I have an integer type variable I. Okay, and array which is add. Okay, so whenever when controller will come on this statement, this point, it will check that, it will see that I have a function instead of value. Okay, so that's the mean first it will execute this function, and this function is useful for getting the value from the user, means dynamic initialization of the array. Okay, so whenever controller will come on this point, it will transfer from here to here and will execute this block, and this block will scan the value through the user, and again that value will store address of n, and the value of n will be transferred to here. Okay, means instead of index value 0, array of 0 will contain the first value of the function. Okay, so again it will move forward, and again it will see that I have another function which is val, same as before. So again it will transfer from here to here, and it will execute this block, and it will scan the value through the user, and it will return to here. Okay, similarly it will execute 5 times. Okay, you can see 1 2 3 4 5, it will execute 5 times, and will take the value from the user here. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. Here you can see it's asking for 5 any values I provided. Here you can see that the element of array is 5 to 42 3 5. Okay, that value I provided, these are the values. Okay, so this is the concept of initialization of array using function. Okay, you can see that I'm initializing the array to the with the function, I'm not using values. And now I will tell you passing array elements to a function. Okay, so here you can see, wait please, yeah, here you can see that I have an integer type variable array which is add, and have an return type function dspl, that's mean display, and using two parameters int, and have an integer type variable a comma I. Okay, so you can you don't need to use blocks here because I'm using only one statement after the for loop. Okay, and I have been told you if you're using only one statement after the loop, so you don't need to use blocks. Okay, that's mean this one statement after the loop, it execute defaultly. Okay, so this is the process, and you can see that array has an element 2 5 7 3 8. Okay, so uh, wait please, 5 and okay, so this is the process. It will execute, that's mean the for loop will execute the display function 5 times. Okay, 0 to 4. Okay, and whenever controller will come on this point, it will see that I have a display. So it will search for the definition which is here, and it will execute this block, and here you can see that I'm transferring I and air I as an argument. So this is the value, index value of the array, that's mean a0 a1 like this, and it will transfer the element of the array which is 2 5 7 3 8. Okay, so I'm going to run this program. you can see that these values are printed out in the sequence manner. AR0 is 1, AR1 is 5, AR2 is 7, AR3 is 3, AR4 is 8. Okay, so this is the element, and here value will be transferred, and here those value will be printed out. Okay, this is a simple concept. And if you want to print the elements in the reverse order, so you have to provide the value here 4. Okay, and here you have to provide condition which is greater than equal to 0. Okay, and here you will need to decrement. Okay, this will transfer, this will print the value in reverse order. Okay, here first 4 and the value of which is stored address of AR4 which is 8. Okay, so that's mean 4 and 8 will transfer first, then 3, that means AR3 will AR3 is equal to 3 will transfer to the function, and till it will execute sequentially. Okay, so I'm going to run this program. You can see that AR4 is 8, AR3 is 3, AR2 is 7, AR1 is 5, and AR0 is 2. Okay, so you can see that these values are printed out in reverse order. Okay, so because I am executing the loop in reverse order, so this is the process of printing the element in the reverse order. Okay, so last is copying the array. Okay, using function. So I have another program. Here you can see this is the program. In this is the simple as the before. I just made some change in this program. Okay, copying elements means here you can see this is the same as the before. This program is same as the before, and whenever this will execute this function, I mean for loop will execute this function, it will transfer the value of I and element of array. Okay, add I means, and it will transform here, and we will see that I have a definition of function display, and will execute this block. So that int b will catch the value of r1 means elements of the array, and a will catch the value of index value of the array. Okay, means 0 1 2 3 4, and it will catch, b will catch the value of 2 5 7 3 8. And here you can see that I taken another array which is r2 and has a length 5. Okay, because it has a length 5, so it is also have a 5. And you can see I'm storing the element of array 1 to the array 2. Okay, because it will catch the value of array 1, so here b will copy to array 2, and here you can see this is the value of array 1. I mean this statement will print the value of array 1, and this statement will print the value of array 2. Okay, so here I am printing b, here I am printing array 2 a, and this will print the value of index value of the array. Okay, here that's mean. And now I'm going to run this program. Here you can see that array 1 has array 1 0 has a 2, array 1 has a 5, array 2 has a 7, array 3 has a 3. Similarly, these are the value of array 1, and these are the value of array 2. Okay, and array 2 have been copied the value of array 1. Okay, so this is the concept of copying the array using function. Okay, so I hope you get the meaning. It's so simple. Till then, you have any problem, you can put on my channels. Okay, so thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so now bye.